Yo, what's going on, guys? Blue here coming at you with a brand new video, and it's been quite some time since I've said that. It's been around 3 months. Last YouTube video was, I believe, March 1st, and I haven't streamed on Twitch since the end of February. So I just want to say thank you to anyone who clicked on this video, who's wondering where I've been or what happened to me, or just, concerned for my well-being or anything like that. Simply wondering what's going on, right? Just kind of disappeared for 3 months. A lot of people have been asking on Twitter, on Twitch, Twitch whispers, YouTube comments, even TikTok comments, gotten a lot of Discord messages just over the last 3 months of what happened to Blue. I mean, I've seen people ask constantly in some of my friends' Twitch chats, where's Blue been? What happened to Blue? Is Blue coming back? Stuff like that. And it's all for the right reasons. If we take a step back and go back to September, around mid-September, couple key points. Hit 100,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which was, my biggest accomplishment in all of this stuff. I've been doing it for the last couple years since Warzone came out. And if you remember, some of you guys, a lot of people did see the video. Some of you might be newer, but back in September, posted the 100,000 subscribers video, but it was also a life update. And I talked about for the first time that my dad was sick. I hadn't mentioned it at all. He was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer back in May of 2022. And I mentioned that for the first time on any platform to anybody in that video. And I was also talking about how I was moving to help him and to be with family and all that stuff, because he wanted to move closer to family, where all his extended family, his brothers and sisters, cousins, all that stuff. So I moved with him in September to help him, right? Because obviously it was a slow, he was slowly on a downward trend, right, in September when making that video. And so, right, stage 4 cancer's crazy stuff, right? So I don't really need to go into detail about all that, but I got to a point towards the end of February, ultimately where I feel like I needed to just step back. At the time, we all know, I'll take a little side note, obviously Warzone 2, I don't need to go into detail about Warzone 2. There wasn't really a whole lot of passion to begin with, in terms of what was going on, and then on top of that, I had all this stuff going on. I just feel like it was time to take a step back and really take a break, because if you've been around, you know that I really wasn't the type of guy to take breaks. 2022, for example, just that year alone, I was grinding crazy hours every single day, streaming on Twitch, uploading every single day to YouTube for a crazy long streak. It got to a point where, he was in and out of the hospital, on a pretty regular basis, emergency room, something new would pop up, some new, crazy, just, what I mean? Just so much crazy stuff. And to get into a little bit of detail, so he initially got diagnosed with renal cell carcinoma, or RCC, which I believe starts in and around the kidney, and it basically spreads and takes over the whole body, which I briefly mentioned in September. And he also got diagnosed with LMD, which you can look up on your own. It has to do with stuff in the brain. It's serious shit. So the fact that is already rare in and out of itself, the fact that he had both diagnoses was just, one of the rarest things, right? So all these doctors and these things saying that oh wow, I'm surprised he made it past October, and it was just crazy. All the stuff going on is crazy. My mind's racing. There's so much stuff to say. So it got to a point where the very beginning of April, it's kind of that time to go into hospice care. And you can look this up on your own as well, but briefly, if you don't know what hospice is, you're basically getting set up for your last days. Hospice is just designed to keep the patient comfortable and at peace, right? So you're not getting any treatments. You can be in a facility or you can be at home hospice. The only goal is to keep the patient at peace and comfortable and pain-free. So beginning of April, went to hospice care. Obviously, I wanted him at the house. I didn't want him sitting in the facility. So I made it my duty, and I basically was taking care of him full time. Meds around the clock, making meals, all, the whole 9 yards. So that started at the beginning of April. And then just over a week ago, he did ultimately pass. And I just wanted to say that he did pass peacefully. He was pain-free. And, there's so much I could say right now. But, you guys need to know. So, like I said in September, when I first informed you guys about it, I was like, you guys are my second family. You need to know. He passed just over a week ago. And, he went peacefully, which I'm grateful for. He wasn't in pain anymore. And he went peacefully. And I'm so glad that I took this time and took a step back and really made it my duty to help my dad. So, and my dad did watch that video back in September at the time and read all your guys' comments, all the love and support from the amazing community that we've built here. And he was just so grateful that, you guys actually cared, right? All the positive and just loving feedback in those comments. He was my biggest fan, man. He's my number one supporter. He always wanted to know what was up. He wasn't really, intact with how everything worked. He knew the basis. Like, he wasn't just like any of your guys' parents, right? Like they might know a little bit about video games, but they don't know much. But he was always, wanting to know, oh, how'd the stream go today? How's the videos been? All that stuff, man. He always was in the loop and cared. And I'm just so proud that, we built an amazing community here and hit the milestones that we've hit so far in this journey, and that he was able to see that, because it means the world to me. But at the end of the day, I'm just so glad that he's at peace now. Obviously, my first video in about 3 months, now we get into the question, oh, are you coming back? I do want to come back. I do want to start, uploading and streaming and get back and playing Warzone again. I haven't played Warzone in 3 months essentially. So it's not like I'm gonna just start daily uploading again and all that stuff. I'm gonna slowly work my way back into it, but you can expect my first stream back on twitch.tv/BlueX could be tomorrow, Monday, the 22nd. Could be Tuesday, I don't know. We'll see. But join my Discord. I'll be posting in there. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support, man. Once again, to the people that, did reach out and ask how I was, or try to figure out what happened to me, or how my dad's doing, or whatever it may be, man. You guys mean the world to me. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support, no matter when it was. It means the world. That's it, man. There's a million things to say. I could sit here and talk for hours about my dad. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.